Welcome to Rental Car Reviews. Today we have the 2025 Toyota Sienna Hybrid. This car is amazing. 36 mpg, hauls 8 people, and guess what? It's as fast as the V6 Sienna. That and much more in this video. So let's take a look under the hood. Hey guys, welcome to the 2025 Toyota Sienna Hybrid. Amazing vehicle. Drives like a big Prius, light on the controls. Very well balanced, got the Toyota Neo Global Architecture TNGA platform, meaning it handles like a dream. We're in the Toyota Sienna LE today. Got powered rear passenger doors, manual lift gate on the back, 2.5 liter dynamic force Toyota engine. All the Siennas this year is a hybrid model. Toyota has simplified their lineup. This car is a 2.5 liter Atkinson cycle engine paired with a eCVT system. This eCVT system has no shifting parts. It uses 2 electric motors to simulate gear ratios, making you feel very smooth when you accelerate. Before we go on our test drive, let's do an exterior walkthrough. Here's a quick 360 of the car so you can get a better idea of what the car looks like from different angles. In this configuration, this is a front-wheel drive only vehicle, but there is an all-wheel drive version available if you pay a little more. Standard with the Sienna is 4 disc brakes, 17-inch alloy wheels, and nice meaty tires. That means if you hit a curb, you're not going to damage the rims. I'm not a big fan of narrow tires on big rims. Skinny tires are just prone to damage and they're less comfortable as well. I want to point out that because it's a hybrid, maintenance costs are one of the highlights. Beyond fuel savings, look at the brakes. This car has exactly 3,500 miles on it. And look, you have the OEM marks on the disc rotors. You see the scoring lines on a regular non-hybrid car without regenerative braking. The brake rotors and definitely the brake pads were faster. Let's take a look. I like how the car's body lines make it a lot more attractive. Even though this is a box, it doesn't have to look like a box. Here's the rear disc rotor. Again, very good condition. I've seen Siennas with over 10,000 miles with the original OEM marks on my Prius. Over 20,000 miles and I still have the original disc rotor finishes. This is a Toyota New Global Architecture vehicle, as you see, so the suspension system is similar across Toyota's lineup. Toyota puts paneling, carpeting. A lot of manufacturers also do this to provide soundproofing. This stuff is easy to clean. It also prevents corrosion. Coming around the back end, I'm a big fan of the lights. These lights look very stylish, but I'm not a big fan of the skinny, almost non-existent bumper. Take a look at this. Somebody hits you, you're getting a lot of body damage. Bumpers aren't really even doing what bumpers are supposed to do. Let's say you're backing out, you hit a little piece of curb that's a little higher or a pole, you're removing this whole section and fixing the whole rear end. So from a maintenance point of view, this is a negative side, but again, not a deal breaker. But I like to point out that I hope Toyota adds a little bit length to the vehicle. I know they're trying to maximize interior space for the given lane. It would be nice if they had a real bumper where you can use if you had a minor collision. Blue emblem means it's a Toyota hybrid, but Toyota is getting away from this blue emblem and going back to the black emblem even for hybrid models, because almost all their lineup is getting hybridized, and the Sienna and Camry, for example, are all hybrids. Of course, you got the hybrid electric vehicle sticker. Backup camera comes standard. This one comes with a manual liftgate. Higher trims come with an electric liftgate. The back seats can stow down into this compartment, making it easy for you to get more storage space. And because this car's battery is stored under the passenger and driver's seat on the left-hand side, there's no encroachment of space into the trunk, so you have a very deep trunk. This here is a little cubby for your middle seat that we store over there. You can fold that down and it sits right here, giving you a nice access way if you want to use the third row and only carry 7 people. Trunk tools. In the back here, we have the 12-volt battery. It's not large because this car uses its hybrid battery to start the engine. Because it's a hybrid, It doesn't have a separate starter like a traditional ICE vehicle. But because it is tight up front, they had to put the 12-volt battery back here. But really, it's pretty easy to maintain, so I don't see any trouble with this setup. And here's the seat setup. And look, even surround sound speakers in the rear liftgate. On this LE trim, doors are operated automatically. For example, I can click the black button or just hold these buttons on my key fob and voila, the door opens. Here's another view of the third row. This is actually not a bad spot to be. The seats are just where passengers have sat on this road trip, and I'm very comfortable. There's even a little bit of room where I can slide my feet under the rear seats. The recline is comfortable. These seats are actually reclinable to different angles. You can pull a little tab and then the seats can recline. Very nice, very adjustable for a third row. Because you're getting a minivan, not a crossover, the wheel arches are less intrusive, so you have more comfort back here than, say, a Toyota Grand Highlander or other third row SUVs. Here's another angle to show you a better idea of what the legroom looks like back here. Adults can fit perfectly fine. If you're putting children in here, very comfortable space. Even the middle seat, not bad. Now I am in the second row. These are captain chair setups with armrests that come in the middle with a removable middle seat. So you get the best of both worlds, a real 8-seat vehicle with a real middle seat in the second row and the third row. And when you're carrying fewer passengers, like let's say you're not bringing a bunch of kids to soccer practice, you can take out the middle seat and you have real captain chairs with the ability to access the third row easily. Doors are also operable by clicking the switch. Boom. What I like back here is window shades. Beyond your tinted windows, you have extra shades to keep your kids cool and asleep on long road trips. Another cool feature about the Sienna, operable windows from the rear seat. And for rear passengers, charging ports as well, USB-C. A quick hop into the driver's seat. It's very comfortable up in front, very spacious. Also a lot of storage up front. I like that on Toyota, they kept the controls tactile. Fans for front, fans for rear, you can sync front and rear. Other controls, nice and simple. Auto manufacturers, please keep them tactile. The hybrid battery is mounted under the driver's seat, so here are cooling fans to help keep the battery in a good state. So be sure not to clog this area, because if you do, the battery life will be severely drawn down. Battery heat kills batteries. Inside is a paper filter. This is very easy to clean. Just make sure you don't have plastic bags, coats, or anything that obstruct this area. To open it, there's a little screw. Pop the tab open, get a vacuum, clean it out. It will be good for another 30,000-40,000 miles. Driver's seat is power adjustable, but the rest of the seats are manual. Let's pop the hood and take a look at the engine. 0 to 60 is in the mid 7 seconds. Very smooth power band. This setup from the electric side is borrowed from the RAV4 Prime, so it's more robust than what you find in the RAV4 Hybrid or Camry due to the heavier size of this vehicle. With the ECU here, again the 12-volt battery is placed in the trunk. Toyota Hybrid maintenance is very simple. There's no drive belts and pulleys because everything is an electric-driven architecture. Because it's a hybrid vehicle, engine start is controlled by the hybrid electric motor, so there's no separate starter. There's no alternator because that's also taken over by the ECVT, so very few parts that can break compared to a traditional ICE vehicle, making this a very reliable option. Let's load up the van with friends and go for a drive. Added in these raw clips on the highway so you can get a sense of road noise. So would I recommend the Sienna? Absolutely. With this nice hybrid powertrain, maintenance costs are very low, reliability is top notch. Efficiency is great, ride comfort is good, visibility is great, and overall it's a great vehicle if you can get it for a good price. Avoid dealers with dealers markup and shop around, shop smart. If you enjoyed this video about the new 2025 Sienna and found this video useful for your car shopping or found it entertaining, please be sure to add a like and subscribe to my channel for more car reviews like this. It helps my channel grow. Thanks again for watching. See you guys in the next rental car review.